Well, Molly, how excited are you to be able to close out your senior year, your career at the NCAA tournament?
It's so exciting. I mean, this is what, we've all dreamed of as little kids, and to be in the NCAA tournament, it's no other place we'd rather be.
What has this postseason ride been like so far, as just getting in and getting that taste of Emporia State basketball?
We played really good this weekend, and I think we can definitely build off of that and have everybody contribute in the way they can and just play within ourselves. And I think, we can make a good run.
Do you guys have any specific goals in mind as far as this weekend, or is it just simply about the W?
I mean, like Morgan said, one game at a time, but, our ultimate goal is to hold the trophy at the regional tournament. And, I think we can do that if we come together and play like we can.
What do you feel like you guys maybe have to do better than what you did at the MIAA tournament?
We did a lot of things well at the MIAA tournament, but, just like in the Central Missouri game, we kind of let up on defense a little bit, and I think we can definitely improve on that. And, like I said, just stay together, and, we can make a good run.
Okay, this is your first run in the NCAA tournament with Emporia State, but you had a couple of runs at Seward with Coach Wynn. How do you think that kind of helps you out a little bit?
Oh, I mean, that's important for my confidence. I know that I can contribute in a way that will help this team make a good run.
Going back to the NCAA tournament, what does this mean for you?
It's huge. I mean, definitely one of our goals coming in was getting back to that tournament, and I can't wait to hopefully get some W's there and make it happen.
How much did making it to the championship game of the conference tournament this year maybe give you some extra momentum? Last year you struggled to start both of them. Do you feel like making it to the championship might give you guys a little bit bigger boost of steam?
Definitely. I think the more games you can win in the postseason, the better you feel about your team. And I think that was a great way. I mean, obviously we would have liked to have won that game, but Central Missouri is a good team, and them being the #1 seed, I'm excited to get back there because we know we can beat them.
And what have you seen out of Southeastern Oklahoma? What are you looking forward to in facing them?
Definitely a team that can shoot the 3-ball, which, I mean, that's kind of what we do. So we play against it in practice every day. So it's going to be important to get out on their shooters and try and limit those 3-point shots.
What's the mentality you guys have to take into this NCAA tournament?
I mean, one game at a time. I talked about UCM, but really, I mean, one game at a time. We can get this W and then just string a couple together. That's postseason.
What do you feel like on the court it's going to take to win this tournament?
Just staying together, I think. We've talked a lot about just unity that we need to win. Basketball is a game of runs, and if the other team is scoring a few, we need to be able to stick together and get stops on defense and convert those into points on offense.
NCAA tournament, when you start thinking about it, what's going through your mind?
I mean, I'm just thinking about big crowds, big games. Every game is going to be very close because this is the best of Division II women's basketball.
Are you looking forward to the challenge?
Absolutely. I'm ready, and I know my teams are ready.
What stood out to you the most about this group these last couple of weeks when you're getting closer to the postseason, and then the way you guys were able to play this last weekend?
I mean, no matter what happened throughout the game, each possession, the bench, everybody is up and in tune into the game.
What is it going to take to kind of carry that over or improve on some of that stuff heading into the NCAA tournament?
Definitely keep the same energy. We critique a few things on our defensive side in practice, so we just got to do that in the game.
You've been playing alongside her all year, but how much did Molly really kind of help carry you guys at various stretches in that over the weekend?
She's a senior. She did exactly what she's supposed to do: come in, make big shots, big plays, in big time games.
Coming up, Coach, what have you been telling your team that they need to be ready for, prepared for, need to do to come away with their ultimate goal of heading to Birmingham?
I think initially it's just continue to do what we're doing and play the way we've been playing. I think our players probably said it best, just tweak a few things here or there on the defensive end. But I think at this point you just want to be who you are and play the way you've played, and you just try to do it a little bit better than the opponent you're playing each and every time you step on the court.
I got seeing a little bit of practice yesterday, and I'm not sure who your DJ was, but you had one song there playing. One shining moment. What kind of led you or whoever kind of have that be the theme?
I mean, when you think about March basketball, you think about NCAA tournaments, and you think about having chances to win national championships. I think all of us grew up listening to that song. You hear that song on a Monday, Monday night championship games in Division I. You hear it. We want our players to be able to hear it in Division II. I know, Coach Beard at Texas Tech is something that he uses all the time. I think they play it at the end of every one of their practices, to be quite honest. And so I think, for our players, I just want to remind them, hey, you know what? This is what we're playing for. Like, we want to be able to hoist the trophy and, be able to hear this song playing. We get to, and if we have the opportunity to get to Birmingham, and it's something that we're trying to strive to do. And so I think going into the NCAA tournament, you just try to make your players realize, every little aspect of it, and you try to use everything you can as motivation to get there. And I think that's one thing. I mean, we all want to be there on playing on that championship night and be able to hear that song.
What did the way that your team played this weekend really encourage you heading into this round?
Well, I just thought, I thought we competed really hard for one. I thought, we did a good job of competing. We stayed in the moment the whole time. We stayed connected pretty well for the most part. I felt like we had different people step up and contribute and give us, points and, in minutes and rebounds and all that kind of stuff when we needed it. I think that our players gained some confidence knowing that, hey, we're able to do this. We can go into a tournament setting, we can get ourselves to a championship game, and that's kind of what we're looking at here. I mean, you got to go win 3 games. And so, just being able to be in that environment, having kind of gone through a little bit, get the opportunity to get there again, got to do a few other things right to be able to close it out and win it. But I think all in all, I think just having the confidence and knowing that we're capable.
What do you feel like it's going to take to get the victory over Southeastern Oklahoma in that first round?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, Darren's got a really good team. When I watch them on film, those guys, they got multiple players that can shoot the ball from the perimeter. They're a high-level three-point shooting team. For us defensively, we're going to have to do a tremendous job of covering those guys and guarding them. We're definitely not overlooking them in any way whatsoever. Those guys, they won their league, and it's a very, very competitive GAC conference this year with a lot of really good teams. So I know it's going to be a tough challenge. I think we're going to have to somehow try to keep them from making a ton of threes against us. That's one thing. We can't let them get to the free throw line. I think they're the best free throw shooting team in the country, 83%. So you have to do a good job contesting all their shots. You can't give them any open looks, or they're going to knock them down.